Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Chick Smooth. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel and for liking my videos. If you haven't liked this one, stop what you're doing and hit that like button ASAP. All right. Listen, I'm glad you guys are enjoying all the content that I'm putting out. If you're really watching, I'm putting out about 5 to 10 videos a day just for you guys. All right. So some of you guys have asked, what's the number one way to support me? To be honest, is by donating to my Cash App or Venmo. It's Chicks908 on both of those platforms. Any amount that you want to give is cool with me. A lot of these videos that I'm putting out for you guys, I'm staying up late. I'm working like a dog for you guys. I'm getting about 3 to 4 hours of sleep each night. All right. So if you want to show some support, hit up the Cash App or Venmo. I've got a lot more amazing, funny content for you guys. All right, so let's jump right into this one.
And I heard all those records before, right? But I heard them on a tiny little box. But when I walked into that gym and he threw on Apache and the frequencies resonated through my soul, that's biological.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And so he didn't have to tell me that this is where I needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
My spirit and my soul told me that's where I was supposed to be.
Right.
I never looked back, ever.
There's no science behind spirit. Hold on, Van. There's no science behind spirit and soul. That's sociological at best.
Maybe no, I said what I felt. That's biological, bro.
But hold on real quick though.
Is biology, and that's the study of the body and of blood.
Like, I know, but my mouse. So,
okay, I'm saying my body, my nerves, my nerve endings, my blood, everything in me started to react to that. That's what I'm saying. I know.
Right. So wait. So DXT, I understand what you're saying, and I think I disagree. Right. I think I disagree. And I'll tell you why.
But that's your experience. You telling me my experience.
I'm not telling you your experience.
Van.
Wait a second.
Petrified the room. We gotta bring it.
Wait. I'm not telling you your experience. Well, I'm telling you that I'm telling you I disagree, and I'm gonna explain why.
Why?
Because we're talking about a specific music and a specific culture, right? So there's a chance, right, that if you
we're talking about what resonates through you to make you connect to this energy.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we're talking about
what I'm telling you is,
and before we started playing records,
let me finish my point, brother. Okay. And therein lies the point. If you'd have been born 100 years before now, okay, if you'd have been born 100 years, we're talking about hip hop, and we're being specific about this culture as it talks of as it relates to Black creators. When you say sociological, whatever, there are a whole bunch of factors that go into that. Some of them are geography.
Yep.
Some of them are how much money you make. Some of them are all kinds of things. So there is definitely a sociological component to Search loving hip hop, because had he not been born where he was, he might have not ever developed the love for the music that he did.
Absolutely.
There's a sociological component to the fact that we all love hip hop.
Absolutely.
Because hip hop came from the sociology of the people who made it. Now, the biological component of music that you're talking about exists throughout the span of human history, because
that's what I'm saying, brother.
I know, but what I'm telling you is this, though. This is what I'm telling you, and this is the point. So every single culture has their music, right?
Right.
So biologically, every culture has music. Every culture has music. The only culture, though, every culture has music, depending on how much you like it, right? The only culture, though, that sacrifices their music over so that someone else can call it something different is us. No matter where you go, if you're playing Israeli music, you're playing Israeli music.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where you go, if you're playing Russian music, you're playing Russian music.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where you go, they are not going to let you come say, hey, that's mine. Because you play it, because I hear it, because I love it, it's now mine. And now I can do it.
Now let me interject right there, bro.
Nobody else goes with that. Like, we do it because
let me interject right there. We do that because of our social structure. We do it because how we've been socialized here. We do it because we are being farmed. We do it because we're educated by our oppressor. We do it because we don't have any understanding of who we are genetically. We have a little understanding of it. We do it because they tell us how to behave, and we behave the way they tell us how to behave.
Hey,
we do it
real quick. Like, all right, so this, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying now, but I think you had a point, you know what I'm saying, that I felt was strong, but I feel like this, you know what, Van can speak for itself. I'ma just, you know what I'm saying, and he could explain it better himself if he want to. But
okay, let me finish my point.
No, hold on. I felt like what you was trying to say is that shit's in us. That shit is passed down generation to generation. It's in our blood.
Yes,
this
sir.
Shit been in our blood.
Yes, sir.
It's not, and you answer the title of this room. White motherfuckers is visitors in this shit. This shit is in us. It's in us. It's been in us.
Right.
So yes, they are visitors. Do they belong in hip hop? It is what you call it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always gonna come in. They're gonna monetize our shit. Yes, that has to do with the sociological.
Yes, sir.
Hip hop in its purest form is ours.
That's all I'm saying, brother. That's all I'm saying. And we've been doing that when we just had a drum. We were doing that before we had a drum. We did that based on the frequency of the environment and the habitat that we originated in. Just from that, we did that. And so the technology doesn't change really much of anything, except that we can express it on higher levels, louder than we could have. That's it, that we did before. Other than that, that's what it is. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So now we gotta move, because it's been a lot of hotepery in this room. So now we gotta reset this and get it back on topic.
This guy.
Mouse. Mouse is just Jesus Christ.
I want to know. I want to know what Justina is doing on this stage. Justina, what do you have to say about this, Justina? What are you doing on this goddamn stage?
Yo, hold on, Mouse. Hold on. Listen, but let's reset the room though, because there are people that are just getting in here, and I wanted to make it abundantly clear to everybody that's on the stage. It's so much respect and so much love that goes out to every one of y'all speaking, and the amount of respect that's been displayed in this room tonight is super incredible. And everybody in the audience, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for being here. There's new people that have joined the stage: Chase, Johnny, Steve-O, DJ Toomp, Justina Valentine, Matt Wiles. This is the topic is, do white people belong in hip hop? There's been a lot of perspectives. There's been a lot of opinions. There's been a lot of conversation. Let's keep it healthy. Let's keep it respectful. Let's keep it, let's keep it at a proper in a proper communication level. All right.
Good, bitch.
Much love to everybody in the room. All right. So welcome to the
Mouse. Talking to you, nigga.
Leave me alone, Paige. I feel like I just took a trip.
Who next? I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm just.
Go ahead, Steve-O. You go.
The floor is yours, Steve-O. Go ahead.
Steve-O.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been in the room for a minute, but I ain't been in from the jump. So excuse me if I repeat anything that's been said. But I mostly agree with Mouse on everything, bro. And to answer the question, do white people belong in hip hop? The answer is no. Belong? No. Hip hop doesn't need white people to live, to be great, to be good. If white people didn't exist, hip hop would still be just as great as it is, and without them. So the answer is no. Is there a place for people to participate, to work in it? Yeah, sure. Like, no industry, but like it's just all one thing. So of course, if I'm in the community and there's a Mexican restaurant that's hiring, I need a job, I'll go work there. So like, there's always going to be a place, but I have no autonomy or authority in that culture of what they sell, and that's the issue. And then when it comes to, and Mouse brought up before too, these executives, these media people, all that opinions on shit that you really don't hold no weight, and we ain't never seen you nowhere outside of your job. That's what people forget. Is like, this shit ain't just a job to us. A lot of this shit we do, whether we work in this industry or not. And I don't be seeing half these niggas who, and when I say niggas, I mean white folks. I don't see none of these niggas in the spots that I be at where the culture happens with or without them.
Ever.
So therefore, that tells me I don't need you to be here for me to still enjoy what was created without you in mind in the first place. So this isn't the attitude of where I'm just like, fuck them niggas, whatever. But it is like, don't get it twisted. If you weren't here, niggas would be okay. So don't get it fucked up. Like, we just need you to thrive and be successful. Like, this ain't that, my boy. So I just want to say, I just want to answer the question straight up and just say the answer is no, they don't belong, because it would be okay without them. But there is a place where we can work and participate together and do all that good stuff. Cool. But I just want to give my answer straight up. To me, the answer is
that
no.
motherfucking light. Steve-O saying,
Yo, so
light.
Van and Mouse, you guys, you guys are the ones that had the conversation earlier, right? Maybe there's one thing we haven't done here tonight is define the word belong. What does belong?
That was the first time we slanted off of it, but I think homies just nailed it though. Yeah. Seriously, like
I do really, I think that was it's nothing. It's really not a lot more you can say as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, Steve-O just nailed it.
Well, Steve-O, thank you.
Yeah, Steve-O, where the fuck you was at like 2 hours ago?
I just been listening, bro. That's all.
Hey, look,
that's that toxic humbleness. You need to bring your ass in here. You could have ended this. We could be done already.
Nah, this nigga been sitting down there, man. I ain't had no green bean. I knew bro was gonna say some enlightening shit.
Not a green bean.
Nah, for real. Green bean.
God damn.
I pulled him up. He been here the whole time.
Not a green bean.
Yo, DJ Toomp, legend, OG. What you guys say on this?
What's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
Ain't shit, man.
Salute.
I appreciate I ain't gonna lie, man. What's up to everybody? But I definitely gotta say, man, if DST still on here, man.
Yeah, he's still here.
Man, much respect, dude. You one of the reasons why I even started getting in, why I even got into you and Flash, straight up. Hell yeah. But honestly, man, I mean, that's what I was about to ask earlier when I saw belong. I was like, I won't agree with belong, but can they play a part? Yeah, man, shit. I've been in many DJ battles with white boys who was pretty damn good on the turntable, but I won't say they was trying to take over the DJ culture in no type of way. But I am upset when I see certain people in positions making certain decisions on certain.
Thank you. Thank you.
But it's definitely room for all colors and nationalities and all origins in this hip hop shit. But we definitely, but long as they respect who created this shit.
It's when they dictate policy. That's what sets me back.
Right.
It gets me in a different space. When I have my culture being dictated to me by somebody, like Steve-O said, man, somebody you never see in the spots, somebody you never see in the places that count, talking to the people that matter, making decisions for us as if they have that authority, like that cultural authority too. Like not just because they have the money, not just because it's the magic white man and behind everything and he's paying the bills, but cultural authority to dictate to us what's good, what's not, who belongs, who doesn't, who gets accolades, who doesn't, who deserves an award, who don't, like who gets to be heard, who doesn't. That kind of shit.
That's right, man.
I can't do that. I can't do, and it's mostly on the executive side. That's where my beef is. That's where a lot of my fight is, because I feel like when we're talking about creatives, most of those motherfuckers expose themselves. We know who they are before they even open their mouth. As soon as they get started, we know you're not real. We already know what it is.
Yo, Mac, let me ask you a question. Okay, that is fire. That is fire. I'm not sorry. I don't mean to cut anybody off, but this brings another good question. Do you guys think that because of the history of white people that were in these high seats and creating this energy for so long, do you think that may have contributed to your disdain for white rappers?
Ask black people why they're slow to take the vaccine, because we have a well-earned mistrust of the medical industry when it comes to us. Same thing. Like, it's not even white rappers. It's for me, it's anybody in the creative space dictating back to us what the policy is.
Mac, real quick, Bishop.
Sir.
You could have stopped, Bishop. You could have stopped right there at the history of white people.
Right.
You could have stopped right there.
Right.
True. We have the history speaks for itself, and we'd be stupid if we ignored it.
100%.
Don't forget, we started rock and roll. You can't tell by looking at it now. We started country music. You can't tell by looking at it now. Like the original cowboys were black, but you wouldn't know that looking at it now. We have been pushed out, marginalized, and dismissed from so many different facets.
Rock and roll was started by a black queer woman, and
These
now
are all our musics, bro.
There's
Word.
no space for black people in rock. Country music was started by black people. There's no space for them now. You look at the CMAs. Matter of fact, the CMAs was in the uprise when Lil Nas X came out 2 years ago. They was in a
and they smooth got him out the paint. They told him immediately, "You are not us. Get the fuck out." Immediately. No shame. No shame. And we don't do that on our side.
What you're seeing a lot, and I think is, you're seeing cultural PTSD. You're seeing a generation of people who, I mean, it goes down to like stupid stuff, styles that we create. And you know how triggering it is to see Timberlands and to see people act like Timberlands just became a thing because a Kardashian put them on. It's triggering, bro. It makes you feel like it's triggering. So as far as the music goes, and the music, unlike that, is a huge wealth generator. So it's really on us to make sure that the erasure that's happened in past generations does not happen with this art form.
Hey, Van, don't minimize style to something stupid as a euphemism. Don't do that.
Don't minimize what?
Bro, the way you use the euphemism, you said style, something as stupid as Timberlands, but it's not stupid.
Oh, what?
Yeah, New York niggas is triggered.
I'm not from New York. I'm from.
Nah, but I am, and I'm triggered. But real quick, Van, just to follow up on your point. No, hold on, real quick. This will take me 2 seconds. Just to piggyback off of Van's point. When I Googled, me and Mouse, I can speak for specifically, both grow dreads. I Googled, just bullshitting for some reason, Googled the word dreadlocks, threw it in Google, just hit images. Yo, it was all white people.
PTR.
All white people. Non-stop, back to back. Every page for like the first 10 pages. All white people with dreadlocks. I couldn't find nobody that looked like me.
I want people to think about how, like, I want people to think about it, right? The point I just made about Lil Nas X in the country was everybody in the country community rallied against that person who was against it. It don't matter, right, wrong. Everybody said, yeah, that's crazy. Lil Nas X, he should not be here. This ain't country. He shouldn't be here. Nope, he not country. All I did was say, Eminem ain't what y'all think it is. Black man came here. I was all kind of bitches. I was all kind of pieces of shit. I was a bitch. I was a rat. I was all of this stuff. I was all of this stuff.
Yo, if I could
said Eminem.
Jesus H. Christ.
The GOAT. I just want to put it in perspective here.
Let me if I could just jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
Just real quick. Thank you. I just want to make one slight correction about Lil Nas X and the Country Music Awards, because that's not 100% accurate. There were artists like Darius Rucker, Charlie Pride, and white artists besides Kane Brown, but Zach Brown Band. There was a couple others that stood up and actually boycotted country radio to make sure that his record would get played and actually would get received. And actually the Dixie Chicks asked country radio to take all their songs off of country radio if they wouldn't play his first single.
After they done made all their millions off of music?
Yeah, the point you just made is that they totally asked him out, and that's not 100% accurate. That's all.
But it is. Well, hold on for a second though. But it is though, and I'll tell you why. It's not. I get he had allies for sure, but the song, based on how many times the song got played, went to #1 on the country charts. They then took the song off #1 off the country charts. They took the song off. Now I'm sure, of course, he had allies within that culture. But here's the thing. And to me, when I looked at the Lil Nas X situation, I looked at it as a lesson. They looked at that as a country music. They don't give a fuck about the history, right? They looked at that as a country music community, and they say to us, it doesn't pass the smell test of what we think country music is. Therefore, beat it. Now they do that because I keep trying to tell you, every other culture builds gigantic fences, and they say only the best, only a couple will climb these fences. And we keep asking, well, why can't we get in? Whereas we just build beautiful cultural houses and says, hey, anybody can come through. And I'm not, and I'm saying that there's a difference.
So Van, I guess here's the question.
And not just anybody come through. We quick to sell this shit.
Well, so that's the question, though, right? So since Steve-O pretty much like laid it down as far as what it is and what it isn't, right? Like, I guess the ultimate question is that what would it take for niggas to operate our music and our culture completely outside of their system? Well, niggas' ambitions, because no one's doing this shit for free. Everyone's doing this shit because they love the art, but they want to get paid. So what would it take for niggas' ambitions to completely excommunicate the white system of the music industry? I'm just talking about executives and record labels. What would it take for niggas to really to annex them all the way out and just operate within our own? Because that's what niggas is talking about nowadays.
Well,
niggas is talking about
you want me
buying
to tell you what we're gonna have to do?
We got to stop believing in Joe Biden.
A private room.
I'm tell you what.
I think what my son said earlier kind of rings to that statement. It's probably not a public conversation.
Yeah, it's not a There's an answer to that. There's an easy answer to that question. Right. It's just not for public speaking, not for company. You feel me?
Yo, some of the new people on the stage: Matt Wiles, B. Dot, XAE. Anybody, Justine, if you want to chime in. The topic of the room is: do white people belong in hip hop? Any of y'all want to chime in and add to the conversation? Welcome.
B-Dot, what up? My
Yo,
favorite
salute
hater.
to Bias B-Dot.
Yo, my favorite hater.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
The beast didn't even budget.
Yo,
B-Dot, what up?
B-Dot, I'm gonna stop tweeting you about the allegory, but you know what it is.
You covering your mic again,
Take
Bishop.
your hand off the mic,
Beard.
Bishop, you gotta
I
get some
couldn't hear
beard.
the insult. You were over your mic.
Yo, B-Dot,
Bishop, move your beard.
Yeah, take the Floby. Take the Floby and put on your beard.
I said I'm gonna stop tweeting B-Dot because he knows already the allegory is the album of the year. But anyways, welcome.
What's going on, Bishop?
Yeah. So, how do you feel? Do you feel that white people belong in hip hop?
Yeah, man. This I saw the headlines. Just silly.
Of course.